Hey, Liv.
Hey, Kels.
Liv Rose David. If lives, you could be given second lives. This is struggle. Let me start over. Hold up. Okay. If, in theory, you could be given additional lives, you die, you get a new one, level up. What would you have to do in order to get additional lives? It has to be something, because nobody's just going to give you an extra life. That would be ridiculous.
Does it have to be something that you're not going to like? Or could it just be anything? Because then you could just be like, drink a glass of water and boom, second chance.
Yeah, it has to be something difficult, because nothing in life comes easy. Nothing good in life comes easy, including getting extra lives.
If you can climb to the top of Everest, then you are high enough to heaven that you can kind of jump into heaven and just get like sent back down again. You have to be able to climb a mountain.
Okay, so you would like physically have to go up to then fall. Oh my god,
Yeah.
It's like a metaphor for life.
Yeah.
You gotta get up high, as high as you can, and every time you're up high, there is the possibility of falling. But that just means that you can walk back up again. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Merchandise coming soon.
Isn't it the other way around? If every time you fall, you can get back up again.
Okay, it's in production, okay? I'm trying to figure it out. It's in the works. We have a team on it, all right? I'll let you know. I'll have to switch all of the t-shirts
What would
now.
you tell someone they had to do?
I genuinely think it would be dependent on the person, because everybody has something that they don't want to do. And I think it would be something like have to have dinner with an ex, or you have to apologize for something that you really don't want to apologize for. Just something that's like really you don't want to do it,
I don't know, what wouldn't I want to do? I'm pretty open. I feel like I'll do most things.
You have to sleep in a tank of spiders. But you would do it to get another life.
I
would
mean,
you not?
yeah, I don't think there's anything in the world that you wouldn't not do to like get another go.
Most people, yeah.
Some people might be like, to be fair, the afterlife might be better. This has been such an exhausting life anyway.
I think that you would have to sit down, probably at an oak table, with baby Jesus, the Lord and Savior,
dear old baby Jesus.
and his papa, God. And you'd have to sit, and he'd say, okay, welcome. Do you want to go back down? And you'd say, I would very much appreciate that. Yes, thank you.
Yes, please.
And then you'd get ready, and then when you grab your bags, he'd go, and you would look at little baby Jesus in his eyes. He's probably having his lunch break. He's a busy man. And he would say, you have to do blank in order to go back down. Is it worth it? And then you would say,
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, I think it would be, I don't even know. It's hard figuring out. I think that you don't know what your limit is until somebody brings it up and you go, no, can't do that. I think
having dinner with an ex.
Having dinner, well, I don't know. My exes aren't that bad, but
I was going to say, like, I'm friends with pretty much all the people like you used to date. So
maybe someone that you just really, really don't like, having to have dinner. And actually, if you had to have dinner with someone who you genuinely despise, I don't like the term hate, but like despise is just a synonym for hate still, like, and then have to genuinely ask them questions about their lives and care.
There's actually no one on this earth that I really hate, though.
You say that now.
I'm just a loving person. I'm only 23 though, so I've got time. I'll find someone to hate. My future ex-husband.
I mean, there would be answers like, you have to perform a good deed to get you have to save someone's life and those kind of things. But what if it was the opposite? What if you have to, in order to receive an extra life, you have to take a life away of someone you love?
Take an eye for an eye.
That's a good movie idea. I'm not gonna write it down. No, but imagine if they were like, because that's the ultimate.
What if they were like 99 years old and they were going to die the day after anyway? So you're just like, all right.
But it's someone you know. That's your gam-gam. That's your gam-gam or your gramps that you're like, look, gams.
So you have to take her life to be able to come back again. But if she was, it's like an ethical thing, obviously you wouldn't do. But if she was going to die the next day anyway.
What if she also gets that same question and she goes, well, that bitch, my granddaughter took my life. I'm going to take her life back. This is just a never-ending circle.
So you're like on Earth for a day, like living life, and then the next day your gran dies in an alternate universe anyway and comes back, and then you're like, she like turns up and she's like, well, bitch, I'm back.
It's like Uno though. But what if you can't do it to that person that did it to you, you know? So then it's just like never ending, and then you're constantly fearful that someone in your life,
This circle, and people just turn up and people's eyes like, bitch.
yeah, and you don't trust anyone in your family or anyone you love, and it's this duality of like you love them but you also don't trust them because they might come and take your life again. Like that would be the fear of loving.
But then this is when we could go around and take all the evil peoples in the world live. It's like all the mean evil people in the world.
But then they can okay. So then hopefully there's like a recycling program in the sense that the recycling ends with the bad people. You know what I mean? Like, so you would go take like a murderer's life, and he would go up and he would be sitting at the same table with Jesus and Papa Jesus, and they would say, nope, you took too many lives, you abused the system, I choose not to let you live again. You are going to visit Hades, and he will give you a stern talking to fellow. That's how the conversation would go.
Exactly. So you're basically doing God's work. You come to heaven, you come back down, you take all the shitty people out, and you get another go. So basically, in the work of coming and doing God's work, he's going to offer you another life.
I still think you have to do something really, really that you don't like. Maybe you have to, you know what? Maybe you have to clean Jesus's house. Maybe he's a slob. Maybe you have to go in and he misses the toilet seat.
Scrubbing Jesus' toilet.
And there's just urine everywhere. And maybe Jesus likes to party. And you have to clean up vomit from 3 weeks ago because no one has died recently.
Jesus likes to party. Baby Jesus, little baby Jesus likes to party. I always think whenever anyone says like little baby Jesus, I always think
I know, I do too, that's right.
And Lil Farrah's like, dear
I
little
like the
baby
baby cat.
I like to think of my baby Jesus how I like to see him. He's all cute there, and I imagine he's like a party type, and he's wearing like a t-shirt, and he's like relaxed, but he's got a tuxedo on it. So like, you know, he's like serious, but he likes to party.
I'm sorry, but that is probably one of the best movies ever made. Anything with Will Ferrell in it. I mean, it's right up there with Troy. So yeah, I think you'd have to do something in order to get a new life. You'd have to do something difficult, and maybe it's, you know, taking somebody from your lives, from your family's life, or maybe it's cleaning up Jesus's urine on a toilet. But it can't be an easy thing because life is precious.
Que sera, sera.